Welcome back to the Huddle. Carlos Roberto along with Jake Berry. Tony Forina is not with us today. He is on a little vacation, so we gave him the weekend off. Big game next week. Donna travels to Mercedes and two teams that are undefeated in district play. Coach Leal, Ramiro Leal from Donna now joins us on the Huddle. And, Coach, I remember being an 80s product myself, the old Donna-Mercedes rivalry between those two schools. Do you think that's going to start up again?
Yeah, I think it's going to start up again. I really do. Why are we going to say it's not? That was one of the things coming back into this district was like, I knew that we were starting to rivalry between us and Ed Couch. I know they hadn't been played in such a long time. We hadn't played Mercedes in the longest time. I couldn't remember the last time we did. But I knew once we started playing a couple of times, the rivalry would come up, and it started up. We can already tell that, the fans and the kids are starting to get riled up, So it's really good for the community, and I think it's good for the kids themselves.
I've been married for 18 years, Coach, and Donna and Mercedes have never played. I graduated from Mercedes High School. My wife, Lisa, graduated from Donna. I don't think we're going to talk this week.
Yeah, I can imagine, man. I think that this could not be a good week to communicate anything important in your family part right now. And let me tell you, you're right. I've been here. This is my 27th year.
Yeah.
And in the 27 years that I've been here, we've never played Mercedes. So I must be going close to 30 years since this rivalry started up. But I heard it was a real intense rivalry right back then, and it was just as big as Westaco, and the Ed Couches were also. So it's good, man. It's good to start something or bring something back new that it happened in the past, and I think it's good for the whole community itself.
It'll be fun. It'll certainly be fun. Anytime those Mid-Valley towns play against each other, there's always a chance for a rivalry, and hopefully this one can start up once again between Mercedes and Donna. How do you feel coming into this game? You guys, coming into this game, you're going to be undefeated. Monty Bowen is looking good. Doherty's looking good. Talk to me a little bit about your team coming into this game. How do you feel?
Well, I think that's the biggest key, man. I know last year, going into some of these games, we were missing Bowen, and we were a little banged up. But this year, we are all healthy. That's the biggest thing. They're all 100%. And the biggest attribute we got Paul Guerra back. So he's had the last couple games. He's getting better and better. He scored 3 times last night. So that just gives us an extra little dimension that it leaves attention on just the Doherty and Bowen, and now we can do some different things like spreading them out. So it's good. I like the position we're in. I like the way the kids are playing and the way they're focused, both offensive, defensively, and the kicking game. I think we're starting to gel where we need to start gelling at the right time.
Yeah, Coach, and it's not just, Bowen, of course, is awesome. Doherty is awesome, but you also have a big offensive line, man. When I see that Troy Billman out there, what is he, like 6'5"? You just run the ball behind him.
We know, and that's, I think we pride about it. We talk about these skill guys well, but when it's all said and done, it's really that offensive line that makes things happen. We go with a comparison. Not to change the subject, but you got Murray that left the Cowboys and he's at Philly. He ain't doing very well. He's a great back, but it's really the offensive line that makes things go. We can have the best backs in the world, but if we don't got a good offensive line, they just become average. And the offensive line is making some huge helps. We just finished watching film, and they had some really exceptional blocks. And whether it had been Bowen or anybody else, they would have still got some yards. There's some huge holes they're opening up, and it's a big tribute to the I would say that they take it very prideful. The offensive line takes it very prideful. And they don't want their guys getting hurt. They want to make sure they're on their blocks, and they take pride in what they do. And the coaches do a real good job of instilling certain things with them, and it's just a win-win.
And it's not just Billman. I know there's a couple of other big boys, 6'1".
Yeah, we got a big O line. There's no doubt. That also helps. We have continuity. We have about 3 or 4 of those guys that played last year. So like whenever you have a team that's having experience and they're as athletics ability also on there, and they also have the mental preparation that goes in there. It's a good situation because it's half the game is played mentally and the other half is played physically. And you've got one or the other, it creates some issues. But these kids have a great attitude. They come to practice every day, give it 100%, and they get along great. It's like a one big old family, and it's good. It's really good, working with them.
Is Bowen or Billman, are any of those going to be? I'm sure they can play at the next level. Anybody looking at them right now?
I know there've been some interest on Billman. There's some places that they've called. They've invited him to go watch some of their games and stuff. Monty, the thing, they're slowly coming around a little more and more. Remember, because he was all last year, so they kind of hurt him a little bit because the colleges had nothing to see on. But they're starting to see the stats and they're starting to see him, and he's generating some interest. I just felt bad because again, most kids start getting looked at their junior, sophomore year. So by the senior year, they're already more or less looking at what they might be being recruited by. And I think that's hurt him a little bit, but I'm going to tell you about the way he's playing, he'll go to the next level. He can play that next level. Trust me. Without a doubt.
Absolutely. And he rehabbed, last year, trimmed down a little bit, hit the weight room, and he's a lot. He told us as reporters, he's a lot faster, since he lost some weight and put on some more muscle.
He lost like 15, 20 pounds, but he's been really rehabbing really well, and he lost a lot of that weight, and it's made him a lot quicker, a lot more agile. I was looking at film from last year because coaches always look at last year's film and so forth, and he's just a different person. It really is. His just mobility and his quickness is wow. You can't even compare how it was last year to this year.
And there's still some more little Bowens, in the feeder system, huh?
We have 3 more younger brothers in the feeder system, so hopefully I'll be around. I hope kids coach them. It's a great family. It's a really good family. Their father is in our staff, and it's just a great job raising his boys. It really does.
Awesome, Coach. All right, Coach. Well, I know you've had a busy day. I know there's a big volleyball game as well, Donna versus Ed Calchelsa at 2 o'clock. That's going to be a big game as well there in Donna, so I know you're keeping busy. And so we want to go ahead and let you go right now.
Okay.
Congratulations, and good luck next week against Mercedes.
Thank you, man. Nice talking to you guys. Y'all
right.
Take care.
Thank you, Coach. All right, so you talk about weapons, man. And Donna might be the top team in the Valley. I mean, I'm sorry, not in the Valley, but in 32-5A. They might end up running the table here. If you think about it, with Bowen, Doherty, and with Billman there. Have you seen Billman?
Yeah, I've seen him.
6'5",
yeah.
man. I mean, legitimate big boy, great personality, great kid. He can move some bodies out of the way. So Donna's going to be a team to look out for. It's going to be a good battle between Ed Calchelsa, Mercedes, and Donna for that 32-5A title.
Well, Carlos, we've got a couple of tickets to give away today, and what's occurring is that the Vipers are. Not the Vipers, but the Houston Rockets and the Orlando Magic will be playing at the State Farm Arena coming up. I believe it's next Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And, we're going to be there in some form or another. But we actually have tickets that we can give away.
How many tickets are we giving away?
Well, we're going to give away 2 right now on the
a pair?
On the radio. Yeah.
On the radio now?
Well, not on the radio. They don't have to call in.
What do they have to do?
You're gonna.
So maybe we should have them. Let's think of the. Maybe they should like our page. Maybe.
Well, you got to like our Instagram and Twitter first. Okay. But what we want is you to submit some pictures via Instagram, video or pictures, with the hashtag 956Vipers. And the best one's going to get the tickets. And now, look, you can pay the money for the tickets, but I don't know why you'd want to do that when you could get it free from us. James Harden, Dwight Howard's going to be there. They've got a plethora of guys coming in. You're going to see some of them stay, actually, probably, too, down the valley. Eventually they'll be with the Vipers, but you'll get to see them. And these are, it's the State Farm Arena, so it feels like you're right there.
You're right there, man.
Yeah. And, maybe you get an autograph, maybe you don't. But we're going to have tickets, just hashtag 956Vipers on your Instagram or Twitter pics. And the one that catches our eyes, we'll send you a message, and we'll have those tickets ready for you at will call.
Who are they playing? Are they playing
Orlando Magic?
They are playing Orlando. Here it is, October 11th, State Farm Arena, 7 o'clock.
Yeah. So
last year they played Golden State.
Last year they played Golden State and they won. So who knows? Maybe
Exactly.
Orlando Magic win this year. Don't think so. But the Rockets, they've got a great team. They put together a really great team. Clint Capella will be down.
That's
we
right.
Covered last year.
Clint.
So
and I've heard that he's put on like 20 pounds of muscle.
Wow.
Yeah, he was really thin.
Yeah. In case you don't know, Carlos and I were Carlos was the voice. I was the analyst of the for the Vipers last year.
Yeah, we do. We get to follow them. And Clint Capella was a really thin, great shooting post and could drive. But now he put on some muscle, so look out. And he's, I don't think he's going to be with the Vipers. He's going to be with the Rockets this year.
Yeah, most definitely.
But it's a great time last year. So once again, Jake, just go ahead and post your photo.
Hashtag it 956Vipers, and on Instagram or Twitter you can do videos.
What kind of photo you want them to put? Like a little crazy photo,
maybe
something
that
makes going to make it unique.
Yeah. Something Rockets. You can put some Viper gear on too.
Right.
But something that makes us want to give you the tickets. Okay. And Tiger Crazy, you're not getting him. So
sorry, Ben.
Yep.
Who is that guy anyway?
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, we want to thank everybody once again. It was a great season. Jake, what game? We kind of have some games next week. There's going to be some very good games next week. Mercedes versus Donna is going to be good. You're going to have some great games next week. What games are you looking forward to next week?
Well, I like the Mercedes game. I like that game. I want to see Harlingen again. I got to see them play. I'm not even sure who they're playing next week, but I imagine.
Well, they still have a game tonight. They still have play at Hannah.
Yeah.
So they still have another game to go and stuff like that. So we still have a lot to talk about. Jake will be on the 956sports.com. Him and Greg Silber have his show.
Yeah.
The show is what it's called. So we'll get the inside of Greg Silber. So still a lot of football to be talked about in this week. We'd like to thank everybody who came on the show here tonight. Henry, thank you very much for producing the show. Jake, thanks a lot. Very good job once again. And it should be a good week of high school football. Week 6 is now over. We are now moving into week 7 of high school football as things start to heat up a little bit more. We're going to find out the cream always rises to the top. There's been some teams that have been winning early, but, maybe they had a cream puff schedule early on, and we're starting to find out as the district season continues to move on. McCallum Memorial, we still have a lot to look out for as far as Trevor Spates is concerned to see how he's going to end up with the season. Here did he break the all-time record? Is he going to break the season record this year that is held by Mishak Rivas, who still owns most yards in a season? We'll see if Trevor Spates will break that as the season continues to move along, and we'll see how everyone else does in the Rio Grande Valley. Should be a good week of high school football. We look forward to seeing you. Check out more highlights. We'll have highlights once again of Roma and who they play, Vela, later on tonight on 956sports.com. So for Jake Berry, Carlos Robledo, Henry Cerrato running the board tonight, and Tony Florina, who is not here. He'll be here next week. I'm Carlos Robledo. We'll see you.